We're going to make this part 2 to the unknown pioneer they found last summer. His remains down Washington Street in the cemetery there. They know that he was in his 30s, born between, they say, 1790 and about 1830. They know he was a white male, but that's all that they know. And this is where they're going to inter him. They're having to dig kind of back into the hillside. This is very hilly here at Mountain Home. They're not going to reinter his remains back in the Pioneer Cemetery. They're bringing him out here in very, very nice, quiet spot here in Mountain Home. And I'm going to place him here on the hillside. Okay, talk a little bit more about this in a second. Be right back. So that's going to be the grave right there of the unknown settler. I don't know if they're going to actually mark it as unknown settler. We'll have to wait to see if somebody puts a headstone there. Joldersma Klein Funeral Home is handling the arrangements. I'd imagine the city of Kalamazoo is donating this burial spot. The burial is going to take place this Monday, June the 30th, about 10 a.m. and it's going to be private. They have asked that people don't show up. Of course, there's very little parking. You'd have to park down here at the base where I'm parked, or up one of these little side chutes. There are roads around here that service the rest of the cemetery from on top. But evidently, they don't want too many people, and then they have to get law enforcement involved probably, and they're already canceling the parades around this area. Schoolcraft parade's been canceled for the 4th of July. Not enough money for law enforcement. You know, when they shut down a whole town like that, it takes a lot of extra cops around to ride herd on the traffic that's being bypassed around through the town and everything. Costs a lot of money. They don't have that this year. So with that being said, here looking up the hills, Mountain Home, down here at Section K. Section K, the oldest internments in the cemetery are right up there on the top of this hill. They're going to have an official from St. Luke's Episcopal Church come and officiate. See them down in here preparing the grave. It's one of the oldest churches in Kalamazoo, and they had found a prayer book there at St. Luke's. We'll talk about that in a second. Well, the old prayer book, it had prayers in it dating back from 1662 all the way into the 1800s. They felt that those prayers, especially one of them, would have been one that he may have heard in his lifetime. And so that's going to be read here over his grave out of that old pioneer prayer book. Be right back. This is very, very steep. Very steep. I can see probably why they may not want too many folks attending. This is very dangerous. Well, the unknown pioneer will be in good company. Just there on the top of that hill, straight ahead, is Governor Ransom's grave. Not too far from that, to the right, find owner of the Henderson Castle, Frank Henderson, and his family. Top of the hill right here. You also have the Van Duzens and so forth. Nice area. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Unknown pioneer. Thanks for watching, folks. certainly see you in the next one. Thank you for subscribing, hitting that notification button. Have a great and safe day.